Your number one sales management platform integrated with a POS. Let's look at some of the features. This is the dashboard. So the dashboard gives you overview of your total sales, net, invoice due, total sale return, expense, total purchase, purchase due, and total purchase. When you look at the filter by date, you can click here to filter. So let's say we want to filter the sales that we made this month. This is it. You can also filter by year. So let's look at this year. So you can see all your total sales during the year, the net, the profit, and everything. So this just gives you the overview of the whole POS, your sales, your stock, your product list, and everything. The next one is the products. So over here you can list all the products in your inventory, your stock, the ones that are out of stock and the ones that are in stock. You can click here to view all the products. You can also click here to view your stock report. So over here you can see your stock, the current stock, the price, and everything. So when we come to product, you can also from here add a product, or you can also do a quick search of all your products. So over here you can do a filter whereby you filter through the products that you have in stock. When you click on add products, it takes you to here where you'll be able to enter the various products that you have. Then when you are done, you can click on browse to add the product image. Now if there is a catalog of the product, you click on choose file, then you add the product. When you are done, you enter the tax, the margin, then you either save and add selling price or group prices, you save and add opening stock, or you save and add another, or you just simply click on save. Now when we come here, in case you want to update the price of the product, when you click on update price, this is where you'll be able to update the price. So when you click on export product prices, all the product that you have in the database is going to export all of them into an Excel, a CSV, whereby you now update all the various prices, then you import. So when you import, it's going to effect these changes on all the products. If you want to print labels like the barcodes and the QR codes to paste on the product, this is where you do it. So when you come here, you search for a particular product that you want to print its barcode. You see that the product will be listed for you. Then you select whether it's a wholesale or retail. So assuming it's a retail, then the number of labels that I want to create is 10 for this particular product. So you can determine whether you want these informations to show on the label. So I want the product name, the business name, the print. I don't want the print packing date. I don't want the variation. I want the product price to show. So you click on preview. It generates a printable barcode for you. So this is the barcode that you are going to print and you paste on that particular product. Then let's look at purchases. So over here you can list all the purchases that have been done using the POS. So when we come here, you can filter. Okay, assuming you have more than one business location, then you select the one that you want to look at. Then you now select all suppliers. You select the purchase status, whether it's received, pending, ordered, and the payment status. Let's say we are looking at all purchases paid. So when we talk of the purchases, this is when your suppliers bring you stock. So you enter everything over here so that when the system is calculating your profit, it will be able to make use of this selling price and purchase cost price, and will be able to use it to calculate your profit. Then we have sell. So over here, this is where we have our POS interface. So over here you can see all sales that you have done. You can see all the sales that you have done over here. So when you come here, you can see all the sales that we have done, the price, the date that the sales was done, and even the time, and the invoice number, and the customer name, then the location. So when you come to the total, It gives you the final breakdown, the total of all the profit that you have made from all these sales. And also you'll be able to know the employee who handled every particular sales. So this is, when you click on it, this is how the invoice looks. But next one is if you want to add sales or if you want to use the POS, you can either click here, or when you click the top button over here. To start, you need to open your cash register. So to start, let's say for now I'm having 0 in mind, the cash in hand is 0. You click on it, then it brings you to this particular interface. Now there are two ways. You can either scan the barcode on the product with the barcode scanner. In this case, the product will be listed over here for you. Then you specify the total number or the quantity that the customer wants. Or you can either come here and click on it like this to select it. Or there is also another way. You can start typing the name of the product, in which case it will be fetched from the database for you. Then you input a total number of quantity that you want. Now there are some customers that they want their names to be added. You can click on the add button over here, then you add that particular customer's name, so that on the receipt his or her name will be displayed over there. And from here, the next option is you choose what the customer used to pay. So the basic one is cash, so you click on cash, then you hear the sound that payment is made successfully. Then you'll be able to see everything. And from here, depending on the receipt that you are using, so if we are using a thermal printer, we are going to specify the size. The receipt will pick the size of that particular printer. When you are done, you click on print. To check your sales for that particular day, when you come, you click on recent transactions, and you'll be able to see your sales over. When you want to go back to the dashboard, you click on this. So over here we have add quotation, list quotation, sell, return, shipment, discount, everything. Then the next one is our inventory part. So this is where we have our stock. You list the stock transfers, you add stock transfers, then you add what we call list stock adjustments and add stock adjustments. So all your stock related stuff, this is where it's going to be. And every expenses that you've made is going to be displayed over here. The next one is report. So the system is able to generate profit and loss reports, purchase and sale, tax report, supplier customer report, stock report. So all the reports that you need, you can see them over here. The system is going to generate all of these reports for you. And one nice aspect of MarkDona POS is it is able to generate the activity of every person that uses the system for you. So assuming somebody made a sale and the person is saying they didn't do it, when you come to the activity log, the system is able to tell you the date, the time, what the person did, then the action. So you can see over here, I added, and what is it, this particular invoice. You saw that when I used the POS, I sold an iPhone which was 18,000 cedis. So you can see it over here. So everything, every part of the system that you go to, a report is being generated. Then the next one is the user management. So this is where you specify the rules and the permissions that you are going to give to your employees. There are some employees that you prefer they should only use the POS aspect. They shouldn't add stock, they shouldn't update stock, they shouldn't do anything. This is where you are going to do it when you come to roles and permissions. So when you come to roles, you are going to add a role. To add a role, you click on the add button over here. So when you click on the add button, it brings you here. Then let's say I wanted this person to be a POS attendant, and I don't want this person to do any other thing. The only thing I want this particular person to do is just to sell my product. Then I'll come to this side. So he will view, he will add, I don't want him to edit. Or if you want him to edit, then you click on it. But for security reasons, you don't have to enable delete for the POS attendant, because they can make a sale and delete it later, in which case you will not be able to account for that particular product and its money. So this is where you specify the rules and permissions that you give to every employee that will be using the system. And this is one nice feature about MarkDona point of sale system.